The worst thing
mega exciting
the UK ever did.
Dutch versus the world.
I have
Was released
some more
countries.
information about this mod to read to you now. If the people in your group are worried about China having too many regiments with lower pops per soldier, he could just add an event that decreases China's population by something like 90%. And it would also mean you probably wouldn't have to ban everyone from attacking AI China.
That'd ruin the world economy.
No, yeah, I was just wondering about world economy.
My sympathy for the USA, you know, world's tiniest violin, etc.
What?
The USA would get like extremely buffed from that because the USA doesn't even have to mobilize normally.
I'm going to defend my play, Netherlands.
Immigration would drop.
Yeah,
just stand down.
Wouldn't get the Chinese immigration.
That's one of the many reasons why you can't.
Wait, so Gurn, how do you feel about this Great Caucasus War?
Yeah, we're gonna be doing it. Yeah. I think we should start this war in approximately like 4 years. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm pushing into Belgium.
Okay. Are you sending
no
your
one's stopping me.
fleets over?
I'm sending my fleet to Black Sea. I mean, I think one province will be enough, right? Or do you think any more?
Oh, let's see. I've got a little bit of occupation, but how much is it? Oh,
I've
got battle war score. I'm just gonna occupy my capital.
I've surrounded the French army. This is 4D chess.
Oh no.
Hey, no, let me see if I can get this if these 4 ships.
Yeah,
I don't even have naval
split
supply.
The fleet. Split the fleet. Get as much blockade as you can. You're minus 2% right now.
Ah, shit.
Okay, now you got war score. Try it.
Oh, Netherlands mercy.
Yeah, what is it called?
Farmers.
Sign
yeah, isn't that war stupid enough to fall under Rule 0? So piece it out or actually fight it.
Alright, alright.
Right
I'm
side
fighting wars.
It is stupid enough.
It was Tripolitania, right?
Yeah, I've broken Rule 0.
No, you know what? No, like legit, this Russian autumn war is happening, and if you say something against it, like that would be completely retarded.
Well, actually, wait, hold on, I have a question though. How does a stalemate work if both sides have goals added? And both sides have those goals occupied?
Winning side, I talked to SB about this before the war. Apparently the winning side has to force troops out the other side.
Yeah, but what if... Go ahead.
Only one side can add war goals. A piece of it can only have one. So either people come to an agreement about transferring something after the war is over, or we make sure that the war goals are only the ones, only the war goals who match how the war has progressed gets added.
Okay, I don't know what all that meant really, but...
No, like if they captured each other's war goals, if they've switched war goals, so they're taking over the territory that each other wants, but the stalemate rules are being enforced.
I mean, they both have what they want occupied.
Yeah, if they were equivalent, then I would say that neither of them should get it, because the stalemate had neither.
So it's just GM judgment. Like, is that literally it?
I really think stalemate rules need to be actually explained or written down in detail. Originally it was colonies for a couple years.
I made a very concerted effort when writing down this rule set to not write anything down to the specific.
Well, okay.
Every time
No. You know what? Okay,
Icen,
no. Stop talking for a second. So if you're gonna say I'm gonna be an impartial GM and use my judgment or whatever, that's fine.
He's not a GM.
Or whatever, or whoever did it. But like, but then you come back and you're like, oh, I'm gonna start this stupid war just for the sake of
British Columbia.
You know, which that's fine. I don't even mind GMs exploiting the rules, but if people exploit the rules, they say I'm just using my judgment for like whatever.
Where'd my navy go?
Stupid.
I want my troops to California.
I'm not making. I've been ruled against in the US, right? So I
current support the US.
Support the US.
Again?
But
prestige.
I'm not explicitly not making rule judgments. I was speaking about
crisis.
A historical.
Yeah, but do I care about prestige? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I do. I gotta maintain my 6,000 prestige here.
Japan doesn't have enough prestige.
As long as no one joins me, it's not a great war.
How much can we go over naval supply?
25% or 1,000.
Whichever is more. Okay.
For me, that'd be
Time
like
to go over
1,400 about. So why is mobilized stacks end in 36 brigades instead of 30 or 40?
Because it's really artillery and 2 hussars.
No, I'm talking about mobilized stacks and at 108k. Why? But they do that in such a way not even.
Hey, guy, hey, I can get a humiliate on France. Should I do it?
Can't.
Truce.
It's against the rules.
What?
They're in active player war. Or they were. Too late now. We built troops, so sure, do what you want.
We have a truce.
Are you actually capable of declaring war on them right now?
Oh, I clicked through the event, but yes.
Do you have the CP?
No, I don't.
I mean, like, I don't feel like you would be able to during a crisis.
Oh, I don't know.
Building airplanes and tanks. So great. They even have the goods for it, but it's. We'll see if they reinforce or not. I don't even have aeroplanes. Never mind.
Yes, are you going to unoccupy the stuff the rebels have occupied?
Oh, I can. I'm lazy. I have one stack over there. There's 3 provinces left.
Oof. Barely got that back. Crisis could have really escalated.
Ooh, Austria, Hungary.
What? Austria-Hungary? What?
Yeah, Austria, Hungary.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful.
Uh-oh.
Beautiful.
Anton, we should move to a separate chat.
Yeah, don't.
We must
Land
move to a
troops.
separate chat.
Guys,
Which
isn't
one?
it beautiful? Now they can't walk
I
through.
hate mobilizing so much.
Move to the armed neutral chat.
No, make
Okay.
them move. Make them move this time. We were
Okay.
talking about this
No.
earlier. The bigger alliance doesn't have to move, right, guys?
We don't have to
I
move.
mean, if you
We're not at
want to,
war.
yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
no. I'm not the one with the problem. You're the one with the problem, man.
I mean, we're all neutral countries. There's no treaties binding any of this. Why?
Yeah, literally none of us have treaties signed.
Anton, see, look at Steam.
We have the Steam chat. I forgot about that.
Jesus.
I don't see anything in the main chat.
See stuff being sent.
So, can I actually declare war on you, Gurren? Like, is that fine?
What's
We
the
were
truce
forced to
looking-
start our war. Or stop our war.
Oh, there's gonna be a legit war though.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's gonna be
Grind
troop
on.
movements and everything.
I'm gonna get my troops on your border.
You still have like 5 years or something.
Don't you want to risk your allies being potentially not allowed to join? Do you want to risk that? We did.
I don't think you understand what's happening.
They're doing the same thing we just did, and SB Munch said we had to stop.
Well, if they're actually
Well,
gonna kill
no, that's not even
thousands
fair
of men.
because you already got the thing you were trying to do from it. No, that's
What?
ridiculous.
No, the point was to
No, we
stop
don't- we
you
weren't,
from
yeah.
truce breaking us.
Well, no, the point was
So,
that you could all
we
build
didn't-
troops.
No, but that didn't work.
I
Yeah,
know.
no, that didn't work.
Yeah, sure, it didn't work. I knew it wouldn't work, but you tried
The
to.
The Dutch declared 2 wars. The first one was to try and build troops. That didn't work. The second one was to stop you guys from declaring on us.
I mean, like,
Kaku,
I'm declaring
gonna
war for
declare
fucking-
on Portugal.
I'm declaring war for cars because it has iron. Okay.
Okay.
Are you actually gonna declare war on me,
And
Gurren?
you're
Wow.
fine with this, right?
Well, actually, I don't have
Yeah.
infantry, but I will a bit. Better watch out. See,
Fascists.
the sad thing is that when you have a Great War experience, or rather, when you have the infantry light armament all fully upgraded and you're fighting the mountains, it's really sad. With there's only ever two brigades fighting at once in battle.
It is
Oh, really?
It's a really sad state of affairs. But I mean, we're gonna have to push through, and
You're gonna push through cars.
there's gonna be some never-ending battles. But
Oh no, I gotta staff my border. This is gonna be pretty
Do
bad.
you want me to piece you out, or what?
Sure.
For that? Or do you want more?
Can't remember.
I need to wait till
Well,
I
the
get infantry
agreement
cars,
was
so.
for mainland, and I can't take anything.
Yeah,
And I
that's
can't
what I'm
take
asking.
the-
What are you doing?
Well, I planned on just taking the southern state, and then next time taking the capital.
Okay. Fucking hell.
Reorganizing my entire army after being cut down is the hellish experience of
Yeah,
Victoria
you
too.
can join if you want.
Give me a minute. Alright.
maybe I should declare Ngaku for Manchuria. What do you think?
Do Manchuria has more iron than Kars, I'd say.
Yeah, but Kars is a state. Okay, states are very important.
You're trying to cripple the evil Allen Empire who's been thwarting you at every turn in the game, right?
Yep. Your industry cannot be allowed to take over the world. Sadly, I will need to keep the majority of my troops against the Germans just in case they join the Ottomans, but I will persevere.
The Ottomans?
Yeah, Gurren, do you see my line? The glorious Ottoman.
I'm making like an actual line.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're good.
Are you gonna make a line in Persia too? Like that whole border?
Yep, that whole border.
Jesus Christ.
My entire border that I share with you. I mean, there's no... I just have to do it. I can't let the Ottomans get ridiculous.
Yeah, well, you know, Gurren, I was checking out the wiki, and they said that it is possible to be #1 as the Ottoman Empire at the end of the game in single player, so you better watch out.
Yeah, it's possible for #1 as anyone.
That's the truth.
I'll have you know, one time in a multiplayer game, I was #3 as Brazil, okay? That was back before Slazer, because I was trying to get the Slazer points by spamming dreadnoughts like 3,000 over my limit. Against it. But then that was my first game, but in that game he made it so that capital ships over your limit don't count towards the Slazer score.
Like after you already did that, he made it?
Yeah.
People adjusting their rules just to...
I mean, no, it was really retarded though. I mean, I was #3 GP, it was kind of ridiculous. I had like 120 dreadnoughts or something as Brazil.
Well,
And no money.
fucking liberals again.
Listen, we had plenty of money, okay? The dreadnoughts were slowly deteriorating though.
Gaku, can you just give me a bunch of money because you're such a nice person?
Gaku, you should have like infinite money, right? Like, which money?
I got a bid.
What?
So I got a bid.
Can I request? Like,
Sure.
No, I heard you. Like, how have you only got a bit?
No, it depends on what you mean by bid, right?
I think he's trolling you.
Finally got this semi-organized army.
Disgusting.
Took me much effort.
Also, the military access rules should really be looked at because, like, what I'm about to do, or what I'm contemplating doing against Germany, shouldn't be allowed. Where I can just like release all of my puppets that border him, and then just he can't walk through it. That's really stupid.
Well, neither can you.
Yeah.
Well, no, I kind of don't. Well, first off, I don't need to. Second off, I could if I really wanted to.
Yeah, it is a bit silly, but
You can fix
no
it by
but, it's just silly.
Yeah, there's actually
can
no
fix
reason
it
because
by
both sides walk
puppets.
through it.
Then he can just attack you and the puppets are called in automatically.
No, but if I attack, they don't get called in automatically. Which is why I'm saying. And there's no reason for military access to say either, because both sides have military access. It's just they're not allowed to attack through it for some reason.
what?
Doesn't make any sense.
Oh no. Like, be sensible. Like, yeah, if you've both got military access, then go straight through.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what we were saying before with Israel, but it was ruled that is not the case.
Don't worry, Duke.
Well, I think it's more for situations where, like, say you and Germany were at war and Ottomans wasn't in the war, and you guys just end up fighting with the Ottomans as your front line.
Yeah, sure, but that doesn't matter because that war would never end.
My entire fleet without troops on them. Whoops.
Like Germany would never ever break through the Ottoman line, and I would never ever break through the
Where'd my
German
fleet
line
go?
because the border is too small.
wait, do you have to actually be at war to get the total war mobilization? Is that what the thing is? Is that what you said?
I don't know. It's gonna be a shame that we're gonna have to go to war, though. Actually, why am I mobilizing? No reason to be mobilized.
You need to be mobilized, anti-military. Yeah, like
Total war mobilization.
Well, if you're going to declare army, I would appreciate you taking your troops out of my Africa, Gurren.
No, you're gonna declare war on me, okay? That's how this is going.
Can you move your troops though? Because I don't want my shit occupied.
Nope. I'm taking Cairo.
If he declares war, Austria-Hungary's going to march into his land.
This is my
Suicide its troops.
First off, I'm gonna take control of Austria-Hungary's army. Right. Second off, we're not gonna suicide. No one likes suicide here. We're all chill.
AI like suicide, don't deny it. I have my
I don't
first
know. Do you
air-
remember Finland? I mean, that suicided a lot in India under your control.
In India?
Yeah.
Sure, I controlled them when they were in India.
Yeah, you controlled them in India and they suicided.
That was tactical.
God.
Is it me or is it getting pretty dang laggy?
might be massive troop buildup and movements and whatnot.
Why would anybody ever do that?
You can cut down kind of.
Everyone's
causes.
mostly fine. At most a day or two behind.
Oh
So
yeah, I
shit.
know. Germany, Duke, I am
Yep.
running proper armies, don't you worry.
See, the way to get around everything, Chad, is we just have to have an actual war.
Are you actually having an actual war?
An actual
Yeah,
war,
We're
actually.
both gonna agree on it. It's just a 1v1. It's a nice, fair 1v1.
You please get to take your troops out of my Africa then?
Can you even declare war on him if you have troops in his Africa?
No, I can declare war on him. He can't declare war on me.
See, that's my plan, though. Is like, we're gonna declare, you're not even gonna notice. And all of a sudden, all of Cairo.
Burn it. If you want me to declare war on you, please move your troops. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not.
Where am I gonna move them?
You do not have a navy? Like, what do you
To
mean?
Russian Africa?
I can move them to
Oh
Russian
yeah, actually,
Africa,
just
but
move,
it's
yeah,
so
move to Russian
lame.
Africa.
They're not gonna get the sneak attack.
You know what? You can move them to Egypt.
My God, now do I have to defend my Africa border too? I don't even have enough troops for this shit.
Yeah, well, it looks like you're about to get wrecked then. Wait, do you only have 10k pop growth? Like, really?
I have 17.
40, get fucked.
Wait until I have more troops in Germany. Getting over 6 brigades now. 66.
Hey, US, do you mind pulling your ships back? That'd be great, thanks.
No, they're gonna stay there forever.
Alright, I'll take care of them, don't worry. Give a nice warm welcome.
Find that doubtful.
So, Icen, did you ever, like, understand the problem that I was talking about, though? Because, like, earlier with Israel, we had this exact same issue come up, but we weren't allowed to.
Yeah, I understand the problem. I think, like, you know what Rule 0 is?
What is rule
You should
0?
read Rule 0. It's basically be sensible about things. And
Sure, I mean, but that is sensible, right?
yeah, no, I agree with you, and it applies to the rules and the GMs as much as everyone else.
Well, you could just require people to call in puppets in offensive and defensive wars. Wouldn't that solve the issue?
No, there is no actual issue, that's the thing. Because everybody can walk through.
Unless there's somebody standing on the other side of it.
Holy shit, I'm actually gonna be able to
Well,
build
no,
tanks.
like, that's what I'm saying, is that it shouldn't matter if there's someone standing on the other side of it. There's
Like,
no...
The rule is written, I think, in such a way that, like, if it matters, then you're not supposed to be walking through it. Otherwise, who the fuck cares?
Why
do
isn't
you
it
mean?
supposed to like stop people from using other nations as their front lines?
That's well, only if like it's the idea is so you don't have you can't retreat through somewhere that like or attack and retreats and not be able to be challenged. You could like if France declared war on Germany, you would probably fight. If France declared war on Russia, sorry, you could fight in the middle of Germany if you want it. As far as I understand it.
Okay, that's like completely different from what the rules imply.
Yeah, the rules are you can walk through neutral territory into other neutral or allied territory, but not into hostile territory or into a battle. So, if you can't walk into a battle, you can't walk into a troop in like a Russian troop in Germany if you're France walking through Germany.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes sense. Maybe
So it's to stop
maybe it's
you
been
from
revised
using.
since I
Yeah. So
remember
it's
it.
to stop you from using other countries as your front lines.
The problem is just that puppets
Or
should not be considered
blocking.
neutral.
Or bypassing front
Basically.
lines. Yeah. So puppets shouldn't be considered. Or
Yeah, Chad, you're having such a big troop buildup over here, and I'm just struggling to keep up. Sadly, you're lacking in Africa,
Who am
so
I
you might be
rooting
able to
for?
push me in the Caucasus. But Africa, it's mine.
See, that's where you're wrong, Gurren. You don't know what my next move is. You can't anticipate this.
5D chess, yeah.
Me not anticipating something? Doubtful.
I was also a big fan of your 250 stack or whatever. It was chilling.
Listen, this is what I said about it's lame to go to Africa, okay? Because I have to split up my troops. And they have huge amounts of artillery. Because they're used to being mobilized.